What's up, my fellow traders? I hope you all enjoying your weekend. As always, on weekend, I want to give you a little advice that will help you in your trading psychology and that will help you to understand trading in the more efficient way. So this was a great week. So far, we had some nice badass pips in the priority group and we have taken some nice trades. We got some nice pullback trades, not only those I've sent in the priority group, we got some nice opportunities in the other pairs, and which I'm going to show you in a moment. First of all, if you want to skip this part of the video, you can skip it to the timestamp right up there. But if you want to listen this part of the video, I promise you, you will learn something out of it. So, this weekend, a little bit about trading psychology, about the noise in the market. Like, for example, there might be at times when you are taking a right trade, but someone comes and say, no, man, you're taking a wrong trade. The market is already really high or already really low. Why don't you take a reversal trades? Why are you still selling or buying? This is what happened this week. So, which is what I wanted to show you with some examples so that you will learn how to control your emotions and you will learn how to avoid these noises in the market. Now, in trading, you need to have a good trading plan. A good trading plan consists of a tested strategy that has been tested with a large sample size. It's not like you have tested an historical data with just 10 trades. It needs to be tested at least 100 times. And if that pair comes out as a profitable pair after 100 trades, then you add that pair in your portfolio. This is what I do every time. I test every single pair with the different strategies I trade with. I have like 6 to 7 strategies which I use for my personal trading, and all of them are tested individually. So as you can see right here, Australian Japanese yen. This was one of my tested pair as well, and I have other pair which I can't show you in the single video. I do all this hard work so that I can take my trade more efficiently, and that will help me to build my confidence when I'm taking the trade. And that will avoid me to listen to the people outside telling me that you are taking a wrong trade. I'm a professional trader. If I have my tested strategy, if I have a good trading plan, with that, I have a good trading psychology. And along with that, we need to have a good risk management plan. If I have all that, then there is no point listening what people are telling outside. And what is the difference between you and the people outside? If you have a tested strategy with a trading plan, then you should follow your own trading plan. If you follow me, that's fine. But if you have your own trading plan, make sure you follow that. And if that trading plan and strategy has proven to be profitable, do that. Take your trades. Doesn't matter if the market is really high or really low. If the market is really high, if you're still taking a buy trade, just take that if your conditions are met. That is what I'm going to tell you in a moment. If you follow your own trading plan, if you have a tested strategy, you will fall in the category of profitable traders. Now, here you can see I have lots of pairs I have tested with a different strategy. I'm going to start with a trade I have sent in my Telegram channel. So let's start with this trade here. We took this trade in the Telegram channel. It's my public channel. If you want to follow that, the link is in the description right here. And if you are in my priority group, you know this is the pullback entry. This was not only the one entry condition we got in the market, we also got more entries, similar condition. I'm going to show you in a moment. But the reason I want to show you this trade because the market was really at the lowest point. Pound dollar is at the point where we do not have any support level below there. It is in the free fall. And most of the traders who are not experienced or who listen to the people outside who do not have the tested strategy, what they're going to do when they see this type of push here, they will think that the market is now going to reverse. And with the fear of missing out, FOMO, they start buying here. And that is the mistake the traders do. And that is what separates the profitable traders from the other traders in the market who are taking the wrong decisions. Now, I sent this trade. I got a message from one of my friend. He's a professional trader as well. I don't say he's wrong. Everyone has their own opinion, but I have my own tested strategy as I've already shown you. I know that this is one of my entry pattern. I know that. And if you are in my priority group, you know that I every time I send you these entry is exactly the same pattern. Now we have lots of rule for this strategy which I can't tell you or show you in the single video, but all you're going to learn in the course, every single thing. But at this point I try to teach you as much as possible. Now here I got my entry condition. I send a sell signal here. He was telling me, dude, you crazy, you're taking this trade. Market is already really low and we have the oversold situation as well. And why the hell you are taking a sell trade? Well, I was like, according to me, it is a sell signal and I'm going to enter my sell trade. Doesn't matter what. If my stop loss is hit, I will not say that I have taken a wrong trade. I will say that this is the part of trading. I have followed my rule. I have 6 rules which I follow to take one trade. And if all my 6 rules are met, I enter that trade. And here, all my rules are met. I've entered this trade. If stop loss would have hit, that's totally fine. In the large sample size, I have this pair turns out to be a profitable pair for me. So it doesn't matter if a stop loss is hit, that's a part of trading. But if my take profit is hit, which is more likely because I know I have tested this pair and the fact that the pound is getting weaker. I also looked at the fundamentals, like I know the growing inflation in the UK. I took an advantage that the dollar is getting stronger. So everything was going with my analysis. I have my technical signal as well. I took this trade. And as you can see, we had a good waterfall out of this trade. And as you see, I managed my trade with 192 pips. I exit my trade here. Initially, the target I've sent in the group was 1 to 1, which was a 79 pips right here. That was 1 to 1 trade, but personally I manage my position a bit more further down. So this is what I wanted to tell you. If you have your own tested strategy, or if you follow me, that's fine. If you follow me, I test all my pairs. If you're learning out of my group, that's totally cool, and I hope you learn more out of my group. But if you have your own tested strategy, do not listen to the people outside, whatever they are saying. If you have your own training plan, do follow that. Now, if you see right here, exact entry condition, market came back, pulled back, hit my level of support that has turned into resistance with a good pullback strategy. I took this trade. I did not send this trade in the priority group, but I hope you are looking these type of pattern in the market. And if you're still confused, you can always DM me on Instagram to check if you're taking a right entry or not. That is why you are in the group, not just to follow signals, to learn as well. If you see the entries, ask me, Umar, if I'm taking a right trade or not. That is how you will learn. That is why you are paying there. So I want you to learn instead of just joining the group for the signals. Now, I'm going to show you the last example, then we're going to move on to the analysis part. So one more example I want to show you right here. Again, I took an advantage of a weak pound. We entered a trade here and we had two types of entry conditions I teach in the priority group, and all my rules were checked for this type of entry for the both strategies. Now I took a bigger target because we had a little resistance here. That is why I managed my position to the next level of resistance, but it just shoots up like a rocket. And we had this trade. And even though with this pair, when I took a buy trade, the market was really high right here. And we took this trade. I did not care. The market is already really high. I had my rules met. Everything was met. I entered this trade. That is why I do not just send a buy or sell signal in my priority group. I show people there that why are we taking entries? The reason behind taking entries. That is why I do not support these signal groups. You never know if these fake Insta gurus or these Telegram people are the real ones or not. That is how they make money. So make sure you follow a right person. So this is a little lecture, actually not a little one, it's a long lecture, and I hope you got some value out of it. If you are trading and if you want to become a successful trader, make sure you have a strong trading plan. Make sure you have a strong trading psychology. You need to control your emotions. This is an example when we took a trade here. This red candle, if you are a struggling trader, this 4 hour red candle might be a lot of stress to the people who have no control on their trading psychology. They might be exiting the trade here in the fear that market might push down. So make sure you need to have a strong control, and patience will be paid off if you have a tested plan. So I don't want to hold you guys much longer than this. And let's start our analysis with net gas, gold, crude oil, and silver today. Okay, right here on net gas, what do we have? We had a nice waterfall of red candles out of net gas, broken below all the levels. This one and this one, as I've said in my video, this is not a major support area. This is a minor support area. And before that, we took this nice pullback trade you learn in the priority group. This is one of the pullback entry. If you can recognize that, that is a nice entry reason. And when we took this trade right here, market was at the lowest point. I did not hesitate to take a sell trade because we had our entry conditions met. And that is why we entered this trade. I did not have a fear that the market is at a lowest point, it can reverse. So I had my conditions met. I took this trade. I got lots of messages from the traders, from the priority members when the market hit this level right here. They were asking me if it is a good point to buy when they see this green candle. And I've said no because I won't be buying until and unless I see a reason to enter. And let's say if you are a struggling trader and you are someone who listen to the people outside. If you listen to the first part of my video, then you know what I'm talking about. If you listen to the people that the market is now in the oversold situation, you should be buying at this point. No, if you would have bought here, imagine the loss you would have get. Imagine the stress here. That is why I always say market tells you the signal, it gives you the signal. With that signal, enter your trades. Now, as you can see, we have broken below this level, and this is not a major level. I won't be buying at this point. Looking at the fact that the market is really oversold, we can expect some pullback. Now we can expect a pullback to this zone, to the first level of this zone right here, which is 7.226, or you can check the pullback with the Fibonacci tool. As I have a reason to plot my Fibonacci tool right here, and this is how you can check the pullback. You can see the pullback with a 50% retracement, which is 6.993, or you can mark your buffer zone. If you follow me from a couple of months, you know this is the way I mark my buffer zone right here. So this is the buffer zone here on Oanda. 6.990 goes up to 7.116. If you have a pullback in between this zone, to enter in a less aggressive way, I would wait for the entry pattern, which is one of the engulfing pattern, red engulfing pattern, a bearish pattern, or to enter in an aggressive way, the entry will be the 50% retracement. With that, you can expect one ATR target. So not buying. I will look for either a sell trade from here with an engulfer with a less aggressive entry, or with an aggressive entry, that would be your entry. Now, to buy net gas, I want to wait for the market to hit at least 6.350. This is the zone from where I want to take my buying trades with an engulfing pattern, or with a double bottom pattern, or with a pin bar pattern. Whatever I see, I want to see a buy signal here. Once we have a buy signal, we will go for long or a buy trade. So this is what I'm looking at. Net gas, not buying, only looking for a pullbacks with an engulfing candle, one of the pullback entry, or if you have a pullback in this zone, we will have a strong sell signal again, because then we will hit 50% retracement. With that, we will hit our a minor level of resistance that was previously a support. It will now act as a level of resistance. Let me change the color to red right here. Now this level has turned resistance. Let me show you the level again. 7.002 goes up to 7.223, and the zone below 5.866 goes up to 6.350. So we do not have any sort of signal right now. We do not have a sell signal right now. We do not have a buy signal right now. Look for a sell signal, the one I've just mentioned. And for buying trades, I want to see a hit of this zone here on capital.com. Let's change the zone to red now, because the zone is now acting as a resistance level. As you can see, we had a nice trade here. Took this trade in the priority group last week. That was a winning trade. As you can see, we had a nice fall out of that. Now, as you can see, market has broken below this zone as well, the previous zone, without any sort of reason to buy. And we have this we have this 382 candle as well, which is a bearish pressure. Now, with the Fibonacci tool, I want to see a retest of 50%, exactly I have shown in the Oanda. This is the buffer zone. Let me mark that for you. 7.076 goes up to 7.182. This is my buffer zone from where I want to see an entry reason, my engulfing entry reason, or a double top entry reason to take my sell trade. So not buying until we hit this zone below, which is 6.151 goes up to 6.479. So we do not have any sort of sell conditions at this point, or a buy condition at this point. I will enter with one of the entry condition, and I will keep you posted with the move every single day. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new, and if you're already subscribed, then make sure you hit a like button if you're getting a value out of my videos. So that's it. That is what I'm looking at for net gas. Let's check gold. So I will only buy if we have a break above, or if we hit this level of major support, which is 1644, and from where I will look for my buying trades. Awesome. Gold has just hit the major level of support. At this point, we can expect a bounce out of gold. Now, this is a major zone. If you see right here on a daily time frame, this level has acted as a good level of support, resistance, and resistance right here. And looking at that, I'm expecting some bounce with an entry condition. Now, I want to see some sort of bullish engulfing entry right here. If we have a bullish engulfing candle, there is a likely chance, looking at the pattern, we can get a bullish engulfing candle here. Once I see a bullish candle, I will take my long trade till 1652, and it can go up to 1654, and from here we can expect some pullbacks. If we have a good bullish momentum, then we can expect a break above this zone. So I will look for my reason to enter here. As now we are in the buying area, we might see a push down in between this zone. This zone is 1631 goes up to 1644. We might see a push down in between this zone with one of the entry reason. Once we have an entry candle, I will go one ATR for my targets. Whatever the ATR is, just hover over the candle on your indicator section. You will see in the corner whatever the number is there. That is what your ATR is. Right now, the ATR is $11, and if you have an entry condition, your targets will be $11 TP and $11 stop loss. This is how you can calculate your targets. So keep these zones there. Look for the entry condition. I'll keep you posted as well. Let's check crude oil right here. We have a nice entry condition. I've already informed in my Telegram channel that we do have an entry condition here on 1 hour time frame. Looking at this engulfing candle, I'm expecting a $1 target. It's already pushed up, almost hitting the target, which is 79.90, and it can push up to this zone, which is 81.16. It can go up to 81.61. If we have a good push up from here, I'm expecting market to hit at least this green zone, which is 82.39. Before that, we have this zone, very minor zone, where we can expect some little pullback. Otherwise, this is the zone I want to take my sell trades again. So this is my counter trading zone. I'm not expecting a reversal, but I'm expecting some bounce that is enough to hit our targets. So we are now in major area. Market is now oversold. With that, we have an entry condition. Adding all that, we can expect some bounce out of crude oil. Let's check silver. So silver also hit the major level of support. It did push down from the level of minor resistance. Now it is in the level of support. This level has acted as a good level previously, as you can see here. So we can still push down in between this level, and this level is 18.39 goes up to 18.89. So this is the level from where I'm expecting a good bounce out of silver. I will look for the engulfing candle. Once we have that, I'm expecting some bounce out of silver. If not reversal, then just a pullback that will be enough to hit your target before the market can push down and continue its trend. So that's all for commodity market. And if you have made it to the end, and if you have been listening to me throughout the video, please hit a like button for me. I really appreciate for that. And with that, hit a like button for me. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm. I hope you trade green the rest of the week, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.